So, what do you think the title's about? The title? You know what the title's about? What do you mean? What do you think the show? The show. You know what I mean? The show. You know. What do you think it's about? You know, I'm sure a lot of people are getting tired of it. You know, all right, enough with the freaking Q. We don't care. We're sick and tired of these people. Q. The Q Psyop. Well, Jerry, if you're calling out Q, you must be a liberal. You're Obama supporter. You're anti-America. No. No and no. And I'm pretty sure no. Also, no. Not at all. And you know what? Frankly, pretty much everybody that's awake is getting sick of UQ people. But Jay, we're part of the Great Awakening, the Truth Movement. No and no. Let me make that clear. Freaking no, you're not. I wasn't yelling at you, Blizzy. I wasn't yelling at you. You're a good girl. You're not like a Q supporter. You're much smarter. Much smarter. Anyways, I'll try not to yell again because it upsets Blizzy. You Q people are upsetting Blizzy. And that's not, a good thing to do. Anyways, I want to try and cover certain ways the world kind of works to some of these Q agents and followers of Q. Because they're not awake and they don't understand how the world works. Okay? There's something called natural law. And there's also something a lot of people believe in, and that is, the law of attraction. And you might say to yourself, Jerry, well, I'm not attracted to you, so I don't care about the law of attraction. Well, that's not it. What are you growling? You just... Blizzy knows how to work. Come on. You want up? Come on. You're not getting any more. You already had enough. She's spoiled. Anyways, easiest way I could describe Blizzy. Come on. Don't growling. You had enough. Come on. Come on. How about? Anyways, even though Blizzy's a little greedy, I'm not a greedy person. And the way a law of attraction kind of works is the easiest way I can describe it is like this evening. Actually, it was earlier in the day. I had a neighbor bring me over some homemade baked beans. Okay. The other day, I had sausage and meatballs from the neighbors. And before that, I had some homemade donuts, cookies, and what else? A few other things. But that's all about treating your neighbors right and being kind. People used to always get mad at me because there'd be times where, back in the day, I used to go through the Little Caesars drive-thru or something, and they would give me like extra breadsticks for free, or even an extra pizza once or twice has happened. And they'd be like, how does that happen? Jerry, I said, well, I treat these people with respect. I don't go through the drive-thru going, making jokes. When I was a kid, I used to do all the mean jokes and stuff like that. But I learned something. When you treat people that work hard and get shit on all day, they appreciate kindness. And then when you take an extra minute of your time to have a conversation with them, to show them some respect, to show them that they're loved or appreciated in this world for what they do, they treat you good back. There's stores I'd bring Blizzy to. And of course, because Blizzy's cute and she knows how to hustle, she gets lots of things. But I bring her to many stores and, let Blizzy take a minute to, be nice to the people, and they give her stuff. And that's the law of attraction. Sure, it has a lot to do with Blizzy being so beautiful and cute and, better than any other dog in the world. But it also has to do with, just doing the right thing. Taking a minute of time to appreciate somebody. Now that I've covered this a little bit of law of attraction. And see, now the higher up Psyop people do this, and this is why, you understand, like Q, when he's attacking somebody, he's attacking the people he's already working with. So it's not an attack. Q can't specifically say or attack like somebody like me, unless I did something to attack them first. Okay? for, doing what they did. So now, if I attacked Q for doing something other than outside of the Psyop, then they have the right to attack me. But because, Q is doing something wrong, we have the right to attack Q. It's natural law. You do something wrong, you're harming somebody. By deceiving people, you're harming somebody. So therefore we have the right to attack Q. Now, if Q retaliates because they're in the wrong, because they did something wrong to harm somebody, then they have to suffer the karma. That's what these elite believe and everything else. So they use agent provocateurs. They use idiots that don't understand the law of attraction and the basic universal laws on how these things work. So the reason why I wanted to go over this a little bit right here is because, just because there's other people saying, and look, here's one thing about Anonymous. I will say about Anonymous. Even though I know it's a Psyop, it's a Psyop like you. I mean, you basically got two different Psyops calling each other out Psyops. Happens all the time. But one thing I will say for the Anonymous Psyop is they won't go too far, or they will call out when somebody, even in the Psyop world, basically lies too much. Okay? And that's one thing I do got to say about Anonymous. As much as bullshit they've spit out and as much Psyop shit is out there, Anonymous has been rational and actually called out some other Psyops in a fairly legitimate way. And you want to know what? That's what keeps them from probably, having too much bad karma. And they understand that. So whoever's doing Anonymous is obviously somebody that understands how this world works a little bit. Okay? But when you have Q here, and there's so many agent provocateurs, and it may not even be Q's fault because you got so many idiots. Listen, when you get a whole bunch of idiots following you, and they start defending you, you're going to have an idiot defense. Okay? And that's what many of these agents of Q may actually be. But the whole reason I wanted to discuss this is because I don't really care about the views or anything else. What I'm doing is saying, hey, I see all these people that are going along with the Q Psyop. They're not awake and they don't seem to understand the natural laws. So, therefore, I'm warning them that you don't understand by going about your behavior, attacking people, when you don't understand what you're actually being a part of, because the evidence is out there and it's pretty clear. So, when you're protecting deception, you're opening yourself up to bad karma and allowing people to attack you. Okay? So, anybody in the truther world comes after you real hard, like, whatever they have, next thing you know, who knows what could happen. Your social security number could be sold all over the world. Your home could be, God knows. So, what you have to understand is before you attack people for calling out the Q Psyop, you have to ask yourself, is there evidence that says that there's Q Psyop? And there is. Okay? You have to understand it. It's out there. Okay? When you have these Masons, hold on, I got to do this little thing here to interact. There we go. Okay. When you have these Masons, okay, like Lionel, all right, and these other people that are involved with this stuff, okay, and the whole thing is, when the Q 17th letter and 1717 for the Masons is a Masonic thing, all right? Okay, and you see the whole MK Ultra part of it too. I don't know who's calling that out, but you can see the MK Ultra part of the Q Psyop in the people's behavior and them being triggered by certain actions, which is an MK Ultra thing. So, when you have these things going on, you have to say to yourself, wait a second, what am I representing? If when you wake up, okay, you understand that the military and the police all work within these Masonic organizations for psychological operations, okay? Well, right here, what do we have here? We have Mike Pence with, the Broward County Sheriff's, and then the sheriff has a little Q patch on there, okay? Well, what did Broward County, do? Well, they've been involved in literally some, psychological bullshit operations. So wait a second here. How are you awake and not understanding this? And then you're going to attack people for calling that out? That's unacceptable. Not only is it unacceptable because you did so, you opened yourself up to attack where people can do it with clear conscience and clear karma. So I want people to fully understand this. This is my warning to people out there that, listen, it's okay for me to attack you because, listen, we have evidence that you're representing a deception. Okay? You better have some evidence that, whoever's attacking you is doing it out of deception or some kind of evil malice. When natural law comes in here, okay, we know there's a deception going on and we're being attacked with deception. Therefore, we have the natural law right to go after you. So my head is clear if I have to go after some Psyop, little people that have been going around, trying to push it and jam down this bull crap. And what's really upsetting me is this whole thing where they are telling people that they're awake. Wait a sec. You are not awake. You are not awake. And you can't go around telling people you're part of a great awakening or part of the truth movement because you don't even understand the awakening process of what it means to be awake. You're deceiving people and you're deceiving yourself. What I also hope is that maybe you start to question these things. What does it mean to be awake? When you're taking, how can you wake up and say, what? Oh, wait, this politician guy that is supposed to be the people who are fighting is going to be the savior. But yeah, he's been continuously lying to me and deceiving to me. Okay? Part of waking up is basically washing away, your life with the bullshit and lies, and it may be a situation where you might have been a car salesman and you woke up and now you're like, well, I can't do this anymore. I can't, and you'll see this with many people that wake up. They're like, holy shit, I can't do this in my job anymore. And it's lying, it's deceiving. And so, yeah, we know right away when somebody is pushing something that's tied to deception or somebody that continues to lie, somebody supporting somebody like that, we know they're not awake. Because in reality, when people wake up, they stop that. That just goes out the door. So, no. By supporting Trump or Obama or whoever the hell it might be, it is not part of being awake. Do we understand that? I hope you understand that. Okay? We've had Mr. Trump go to how many funerals of people that, didn't die from false flags? How many? Repeatedly. Betsy DeVos donated how much money to a false flag? $500,000. $500,000. Okay. Kushner, was it billions in dollars in loans from Soros? And Soros is doing these color revolutions and migrant crisis bullshit all over the freaking world? No. Sorry. You representing deception, okay? Even if, let's say Trump decided to flip and all of a sudden do the right thing. It doesn't make a difference. Because you're representing lies and deception now. You're opening yourself up to bad karma. Not everybody believes in these laws, these different forces of nature, you might say. But I do, to some extent, because I've lived them. In my life, that stuff happens. And literally, things in my life is amazing. The more I fight against deception or whatever I do, things in my life just go better and better and better, just pop in and become easier. So there is something there. You know, I don't know what it is. You could call it God. You could call it, you know, the I don't know, the magic beans. I don't freaking know. But it's something. And it works. So, I'm going to respect that. And I really hope other people learn to respect that too. Is if you don't exactly know for 100% sure what you're representing, don't represent it. You know, if there's a chance, like the Q thing, if there's a chance he could be a Psyop, don't represent it. You know, I'm very careful. You don't see me out there representing a lot of things. You know, I don't say go this way, go that way. What I warn you about is a lot of bullshit. You know, I wish there was more in this world. I could say, hey, you know what? That's some great stuff. You know, go follow these people. That's some great things. But the more you investigate this world, the more you find that, you know, people do things for their own benefit or for the Masonic greater good. You know, and that goes back to this whole thing, is if you look into the Masonic organization itself, and they've always practiced through their rites and traditions the future Messiah coming. And every single time, they've bullshitted people and it never comes through. And then if they ever do have a Messiah, nobody ever knows if it was real or not, because they could have made it up just by writing them in. So, be careful with what you've promised out there. You know, what do they, you know, back in the day they used to say, you know, it was the shady guy in the van that was offering the kids the candy. Well, it might have seemed all nice. Oh, look at the kids. It's like, oh, look at the candy. I want some candy. And next thing you know, you're getting raped in the back of the van. You know, all these shiny, nice things that sound great, that make us want to have, you know, hope. They make us feel comfortable in a way that something good is going to happen, is always dangled in front of you. But that's the candy from the shady guy in the van. That's what Q is. He's driving a freaking shady ass, beat up van, not like the bomber guy. I'm talking like a shady van, you know, with the heart shaped window and nothing but rust all over it, and then, you know, shag carpet and just, yeah, then trying to hand kitty babies. No, that's what Q is. You know, so here, come on, hey, kitties, trust the plan, yeah, come on, trust the plan. Yeah, but you know. We know police are Masons. What do we have here? You got a Q patch on, he's a police. And then all those military guys doing the Q thing? Wait a second. Those are the enemies. Those are the brainwashed enemies. You going to take candy from the enemy? Those are the people that want to go through with the one world agenda and new world order. That's them. And you want to take candy from them? No. You know, through the Masonic, you know, traditions, rights, and brainwashing, you know, candy comes from the top. The elite spread the money up at the top, and then it gets skimmed, you know, up above, and then it comes down a little bit more, and then it gets to the point where there's not even the money anymore. They're just making false promises to people. Oh, there's one world, a better world. You're going to be part of this thing. You're going to be part of our club. Be part of this thing. You're going to make a better world. Dangling candy, and these people bite it, and now they want to put the candy in front of your face and you want to bite it? Hell no. You're just a moron. Stay away from the freaking candy. You know, no matter which way you look at it, yeah, if you ever want to make this world better, it's not going to be pretty. You know, any swift change to make this planet a better place is going to be dirty and ugly and nasty, because you're going to have a lot of evil, disgusting people making a fight to not let it go. So when they're offering you something pretty and shiny to go in this direction, and it's just going to be all right, you're being deceived. I would love to promise people, hey, you know what? I can solve all those problems. Just follow this. Just keep on doing it. Just keep on going this way. Just keep on going. Yeah, no problem. Yeah. Keep going. Yeah, we're gonna solve it. No problem. We won't. Don't worry about your problems right now. Just keep on coming. Just keep on going. Just keep on following. Come on. Go down this way. Don't deal with those problems. Don't. Just keep on going this way. Oh, it's okay if the problems get bigger and bigger. Just go this way. Then all of a sudden, when those problems are so huge, and they just go boom. What happened? Because you listened and kept on going down the wrong way. Kept on going and kept on falling around the wrong way. And letting the ship build up. It fell over on top of your head and freaking knocked you to freak out. That's what happened. So anyways. Yeah, and like some people don't want to hear about Q anymore. Because, it does get annoying. Q is annoying. But I wanted to cover that. So if there are any people out there that are Q agent provocateurs or Q representatives, please understand, you're opening yourself up to the natural laws that are going to kick you in the butt. People are very often confused on so many different things. They've promised come into the light. But wait, when you learn what the light actually means in the masonic and spiritualistic world in the New Age movement, it's Lucifer. So they want you to represent Lucifer. You keep on representing Lucifer and misguiding and misleading people. Listen, the dark side is going to come and bite you in the ass. If you don't do the right thing out there, the dark side will come bite you in the ass. And it ain't going to be pretty. So, do the right thing. It's not that hard. But I don't understand why people don't look this stuff up. Listen, whether it's anonymous or, whatever, it's whatever it is. Anonymous, calling freaking Q out. Now let's put this up here. And then we got no more chats. I guess it wasn't that interesting. The whole Q thing wasn't that great. But anyways, till next time, be careful what you follow because it might bite you in the ass.